Is Utah even worth the hype? From ski resorts to Moab, the state of Utah sees nearly 12 million visitors each year, 4 times the entire state's population. 71% of Utah is public land, most of which is drought-ridden desert, where being underprepared will kill you. Would you risk it all and spend nearly $30,000 outfitting your vehicle to survive the deadly terrain for a week? All in the name of seeking seclusion and avoiding the crowds? I did just that with my brand new Jeep to show you the side of Utah that 12 million people miss out on every year. If you haven't yet, meet Winston, my brand new Eco Diesel Gladiator. It's a Rubicon, and it has been through a whirlwind of changes in the last month. This is a month and a few days old and already got like 4,500 miles on it, driving from LA where I bought it, back home, and then up to Canada, then to Montana, all over the place to turn it into what it is today. And well, it's also been through this spot once before. We tried doing a trip through the swell with Rob from Revere Overland. Wind was bad, everything was bad. The truck wasn't ready enough. I don't have a small truck, I don't, but it looks like a toy. Casey's truck, he's gonna have to be really far behind me in every shot just so my truck can still look big, because I just spent the last month turning it into what it is, and now I feel like, what was all that for?
The problem with trying to stay behind me, this is a lot faster.
So he'll just have to be really far ahead of me. That's fine. I'll make it further. I've got the endurance game. How you feeling?
Like I need some adventure.
All right, let's go do some adventure. I feel like they probably couldn't even hear my engine in that shot.
I feel like you feel things correctly.
We really don't seem to have much of a plan. We had planned a completely different route until Sean notified us that he was sick. So story till now, Sean was supposed to be with us, but he's a little bit sick, so he stayed back in Moab, and that's why it's just me and Casey. So I threw an audible, changed the plan, and now we're driving a route I haven't driven in years. It's been a long time, and there's been a lot of weather since the last time I drove this. I think I had the Wrangler last time I did it. So we're gonna give this the old college try, and hopefully we don't run into too many bad trail conditions, and then hopefully we can fit under the overpass. So Casey's way behind me. You all good, buddy?
I think maybe I'll put a few of my more sensitive items in your fridge until I stabilize this fridge.
We are just entering the canyon, and I just remembered that there is a spot up here that is super narrow. It's got a rock on one side of the trail, and it's a shelf road. So with a little bit of luck, I'm gonna fit, because this is the widest truck I have ever owned. All right, when I was across the ravine, I think I saw it. That big old rock. Oh yeah, there it is. That was way easier than I thought it would be. This is my first real trip with this new truck, and I'm still learning how it fits on all of my local trails here. Casey, on the other hand, is from Vancouver Island, one of the wettest places on Earth, where using a dried up riverbed at the bottom of a canyon as a trail is completely unthinkable. The climb out of the canyon bottom felt easier than it ever has, and I can't imagine that obstacles have been cleared off of this trail, so I'm blaming it all on the suspension and tire upgrades that I have made to the Gladiator. I don't know why my other GoPro isn't working, but here we are at the overpass, whatever you want to call it. And I gotta see if I'm even gonna fit. Yeah, this is very close. It's nerve-wracking to drive it. I gotta stop favoring my passenger side. That's one down. One more to go. Oh my gosh, that is tight. This one might be tighter than the other one. Okay. Ah. Whew. Whew. All right, let's help Casey. Say that was close. Casey, how do you feel?
That was one of the tightest things that I've ever driven through, well, man. Like crazy.
It's a whole different type of pucker factor. After a full day of driving from Salt Lake City to the trailhead here in central Utah, where I met up with Casey, driver fatigue is really beginning to set in, and a chill night at camp is just calling my name. We're at a point in the trail right now, you know, you kind of get that sting in your shoulders. It's just been a long day of being on a trail. You're looking forward to setting up camp and hanging out around the campfire. So it's almost 5:40 right now. Got a little more to go. I bet we are to camp by 6:30 or so. Seems about right. Finally, the end is in sight for today. Just on the other side of that ridge is one of my top 5 camp spots in Utah. we've made it to camp. I love this spot. Since I came here last year with Sean, I've wanted to come back. Just views all the way around. Absolutely gorgeous. Super excited to be back here. Last time I was here with Sean, we went way out on that point, and that was probably the stupidest thing I've ever done. So I'm not gonna do it again. So any footage you're seeing right now, that's from last year. I'm never going back out there again. And it's in memorandum of our boy Sean, who is dead to sickness right now. Not real dead. This is sarcasm. He's alive. But he's not here. So
he's dead to us.
He's dead to us. All right, let's set up camp. I'm struggling with organizing the bed. I think that's probably one of the things that I need to figure out soon. The water tank I have, it just fell over the whole time. All my other stuff, it just ends up cluttered. It's getting dusty. I need to dust proof this. So there's some work to be done. And I wish I could address it right now. Can't, so I'm gonna make food instead. Back in the day, I had a Scottle, and I like to say I had a Scottle before they were cool. So I haven't been able to use it since really the Wrangler, because I just haven't had room for it. And while I had the Bronco, I picked up this little guy, which is the Adventure Scottle. So it's like a smaller, well, why do I say like? It is a smaller Scottle. And this has kind of become my go-to for cooking. A lot of the stuff I cook while I'm out here is steak or grilled cheese, stuff like that. So this, with the new burners they're using, I really like it. I can set it up on the tailgate here, throw up a grilled cheese, which is what I'm about to make tonight. It's easy to clean, easy to put away. I like this thing. And I know it's a little cliche for a guy on YouTube to talk about a Scottle, but truthfully, I've kind of fallen back in love with them. I went away from these. I got a partner stove, which was like another bougie stove to get. And then I got the Covea Dual Burner Slim, which is also a really great stove. But the thing is, when it's just me and I'm cooking easy stuff, and not even that, I guess if I want to do steaks and asparagus and all that, I could do that on here. Either way, point being, I've fallen back in love with cooking on a Scottle. And this little one especially. morning. This right now is the primary reason I decided to buy a Gladiator. I wanted a truck that I could put a camper on and I could be inside of. I could have a desk, so you can't really see it, but I have a desk right here. I can set up my iPad, which now has DaVinci Resolve on it. I can offload footage onto my hard drive. I can eat in here, so I'm about to have a bowl of cereal. I can route plan, which is what I'm doing right now. All of that is why I bought a Gladiator. I wanted to have the most capable off-road truck that I could get, which I believe is the diesel Gladiator. Gives me the best range, the best torque, really kind of the best off-the-lot engine performance for long-range travel. And then I get the solid front axle, I get options like TerraFlex, like the Go Fast, like the decked system that I'm sitting on right now to raise the floor to make this desk work. All of that stuff, this was the most practical option. Now, will this always be the most practical option? I can't say, but for right now, 2023, I think this is the best truck that you can buy for what we do. Yesterday, we got as far as this insane camp spot here on a cliff edge. I love this spot. It is one of my favorites, and if you're a Patreon member, you'll know where this is. Today, we are trying to get about 75 miles from here. There's Factory Butte way out in the horizon, and that's where we're trying to get to. The route that I've just put together in OnX Off-Road it's about 75 miles to asphalt and then about another 5 to 10 miles to Factory Butte. Luckily, once we hit asphalt, if we need to get fuel, there's 15 miles, 20 miles until fuel, so hopefully we have enough. But I'm gonna start the day off with a little bit of breakfast and overview the route. Nothing like breakfast with a view. This is awesome. This is a dream. This is why I did this. I'm fortunate, and I'm really feeling it this morning. This is clearly no words. I suppose this means our day has officially begun. 90% of the trails today I have not driven before, so it's a lot of new stuff. OnX Off-Road says that the main stint of the trails, about 70 miles worth of them, are rated at 2s and 3s. So I'm really hoping, being rated at 2, it means we can cover a lot of ground quickly. So we're just gonna get out of here, start moving south to Factory Butte. I have to say this has been some of the most fun driving I have done in a long time. And it's quick, which is what I wanted. Or it's been quick so far. We haven't been driving that long. But driving through these little riverbeds, this is fun. 2-wheel drive and just kind of send it around these corners. I can't imagine how much fun Casey's having with the Demonator.
Dude, don't you feel just like a bandit running from the law?
I feel like I'm ready to enter a Baja race.
Yeah, I have never been on this. This is so fun.
Yeah, this is a super cool track.
So this isn't what we expected today. I've got a sign here that says Lone Tree Bridge closed ahead, use alternate routes. Now, in my opinion, I don't know how much water is actually out here, but it has been a crazy snowy year, so it could be that there is a full river ahead of us. I'm gonna start looking at Onyx Off-Road and see if maybe there is an alternate way that we can get around all this. Hopefully a turn that's after this point and not back behind us. Okay, I'm looking at Onyx Off-Road here. We are stopped. You can see right where we are, tracking the trail here. And there is only one turnoff and it takes us back to the highway, which is not what we want. So we're gonna go up there, we're gonna investigate. There's clearly room to turn around. We might be able to get across this. I mean, it's decently dry out right now. So let's go investigate. So we've got one guy oncoming. We could ask him if he just came from the bridge. Oh, it's not looking good because he's turning. Well, I'm still gonna go down there and see what's the what.
We can't not.
So it's lifting us up in elevation. I'm afraid it might be an actual bridge. I wonder if this blue car can tell me anything. Did you guys come from across the other side?
No, the bridge is out.
There's absolutely no way to cross.
Not really, no.
Darn it. Bummer. Okay, thanks guys. There is zero way to cross is what that blue car just told me.
Check.
To avoid looking suspicious, I'm taking the GoPro. I should put a good microphone on it. Well, whatever. Let's go see what's going on. I don't want to get in the way of these guys. How's it going?
They're gonna let us through in a little bit. They're just gonna fill a pipe in.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I wanted to come up and see what's
dude.
going on.
That is so much better than trying to go all the way out to I-70 and cut across.
This is Justin.
Hi.
How you doing, Justin?
Nice to meet you, man.
Where are you guys headed?
We're heading out to Factory Butte, so we've got like 80 miles of trail ahead of us, and that's why I didn't want to.
Oh yeah, some good country out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll hang out.
Yeah, probably 3 scoops with that loader and we'll go get
Jeez, for real.
dirt. Yeah. We'll get across, man.
I appreciate it. Oh, man,
I'll
thank
wait
you.
when we're ready. All right, let's hang out.
Good things come to those who wait. So we went down, we talked to the foreman. They are covering the bypass right now. It's just a culvert, so a corrugated pipe. And once it's covered, they said it'll be fine for 4x4s. So yeah, we're just gonna hang out and then get ourselves across and back out into the hot old desert. Okay, here we go. Across the makeshift bridge here. And here we go. Oh yeah, easy. Look at us go. All right. Oh man, that saved us a ton of time. It is so bright out here. I have all of my darkest ND filters on, and I'm not even wearing my sunglasses. There we go. There's a huge, like, volcanic dinosaur spine right here. What?
Due to some recent changes in legislature, the next couple of hours where we cross into Capitol Reef National Park isn't allowed on YouTube. In fact, I didn't even film any of it because it is now illegal to film and publish videos within the national parks on YouTube. If you would like to see content from within national parks, I urge you to contact your local congressional representative to give your support for the Film Act, which will allow creators like myself to film inside of national parks again.
Well, we're officially out of the park, and we got to fill Casey up with some fuel. So let's go see how much fuel he needs to fill up. We saw a lot of mud, and then we stopped here outside of the park where Casey's gonna show us how to get range out of a V8 on an overland trip. Can I name one?
Sure.
Let me see. We got Jerry,
Yeah.
and Larry,
Yeah.
Gary,
Yeah.
and Barry.
We're gonna have to write names on all of them now.
Go get my jerry can. I can only find Barry.
I am not upset with my poor fuel economy.
And this is all premium.
Roll 91, baby.
We are on the move again. Feels good. Casey's fueled up. I mean, whatever 2 jerry cans gets him, but it's more than nothing. We've got between, this is quite the range, but we've got between 30 and 50 miles before camp. And I say it that way because Sean from the Story Till Now is on his way to meet us, and he's taking the back road to camp, which has a water crossing in it. Based on the water crossings we just did here, it's likely to be just a muddy mess. So we may go and meet him on this side of the river, and then if we have to recover him or help him across, we can from our side. I'm enjoying myself. Okay. They just stopped in the middle of the road. Here, just let me pass. Oh man, they're driving with the windows down in this dust. Traffic jam on the old trail here. I think we've reached a portion of the trail here that has been freshly graded. I think we're the first ones to drive on this. How nice is this? Ooh, was that our turn? Yep. Hey, that was our turn back there. This was a lot easier to do in a 2-door Bronco. Let me tell you. I feel like that scene in Austin Powers where he gets the golf cart stuck in the hallway. So I guess we're gonna take this wash all the way in. It's supposed to be a road.
Thought this was a road. Kind of is the way it's carved.
Okay. Normally about now, I would pull my drone out, get some really cool drone shots through here. However, this, since the last time I drove it, has been designated a wilderness area. So the only place I could fly would be directly above the road. And we have a decent tailwind pushing us down the road right now. So much so that I'm not comfortable flying and, you know, playing by the rules. So you get these dash shots, which I know they're not as epic, but maybe you just have to imagine what it would look like flying the drone through here. So there's our target in sight, Factory Butte. We're getting close. Jeez, his truck is so noisy. Your truck is very noisy. Yeah. We're like 10 minutes from camp.
Okay.
If we go left, we can try and meet Sean at the water crossing.
Do it.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. All right. So we will meet Sean at the water crossing. Man, his truck is loud. Okay. So it's not so bad. At least over here it's not. What's it like if he goes this way? Yeah, okay. Well, that's good to know. Now, where's Sean?
I'm across.
You made it!
I'm here.
Oh man, how you feeling?
Great.
Good. Your guys' trucks are too noisy. Here we have it. The boys are back in town. Well, we're not in town, but we are reunited. Tell me.
Last time we came here when it was super windy.
I do. Oh, this isn't so bad right now. At least on this side of the Jeep.
Yeah, we could potentially make a wall.
Yeah. We got 3 large Jeepuses. No, yeah, this is all right. Oh, it is windy. Dang it. It's never not windy here, though.
Yeah, dude.
We're just hiding. We're hiding from the wind. This spot. What are we then?
We're chilling.
We're chilling. Yeah, I mean, why? We're just chilling. And the wind just happens to be on the other side of the truck and not this side. Yeah, I mean.
Going right underneath us.
Oh, you had to say that, huh?
Jesus. Yeah, I am cursed, aren't I? I am so cursed.
Windy McBride over here.
Yeah, right? That's what the B stands for. Windy. Stupid. We got set up here. Should be kind of in the wind, but kind of not. Hopefully he just blocks all the wind for me, because he's a much bigger truck. This should work. Oh yeah, I'm plenty of room to walk around back here. Yeah. All right, let's set the tent up.
Appreciate it, yeah. Come back and do it with us.
So Sean just came over and told me he didn't like my shirt. So he handed me this one. Guess it's time for a wardrobe change. Yep, you can find them at dirtyanddangerous.com. I'm not affiliated with that, but that's where you get these. Or Camping with Sean. I feel prettier, I guess. Come on. Just get these to start.
So you've been trying to camp here for a long time?
I've been trying to camp here for at least 2 years since I found it, because I used to camp over that direction, which is where all the motorcycles and everybody goes, and it's not a fun spot to camp. This is a lot less noisy, but it's constantly windy every time I come out here. So it's been my bucket list spot. I'll come out here and it'll be 40 miles an hour, 60 mile an hour winds, and that's just uncampable, unsafe that close to an edge. So tonight we're doing it. Yeah, this one's it's out here, man.
How you feel out there?
My legs are shaky.
Maybe come back.
I did it. I finally slept at this camp spot. I have wanted to camp here forever. We endured the wind yesterday. We endured it last night because it didn't stop when it said it was going to stop. And now we're out here for sunrise. I'm on a dumb cliff. Just waiting for it to break. I bet we're gonna get a good little burn here. Well, that was a heck of a sunrise. Calm, easy morning, and just now the wind has picked back up. So it's time to tear down and say goodbye to Casey and move on to the next camp spot. And now, where are you going, Casey?
I gotta head to Canada, back home to the island.
This guy, he lives on an island in Canada. Like, random. We'll make it up there, but dude, it was good to see you.
Man, finally meeting you.
Go get some gas.
Just filled up.
All right, we've got to head 2 hours or so until Escalante, and then the next trail begins. So we've got just a few minutes of trail time, and then about, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours of just road driving until the next trail. Normally I like to string all my trails together, but Sean has seen most of the spots I would take him to, so we're gonna go somewhere a little newer, something that's just for us, and it's just gonna take us a couple hours to get there. Okay, so we've reached the road, which means it's time to air up. And I added something to this Jeep that I am so excited about. I have the Epic Kraken. So it's an under-seat ARB twin mount with access on both sides. But what's really great about the one I have installed is it's integrated with the ARB Bluetooth. So it will automatically detect when it hits 35 PSI, which is what I've set it to, and shut off. I don't have to monitor anything. It's magic, wizardry. So just like that, I have 4 hoses, one connected to each tire, and I don't have to think about anything. I just plug it in, hit the switch, and that Bluetooth monitor is keeping an eye on it for me, so I can walk around and tell jokes to people like Sean.
Make me jealous of your fancy Bluetooth monitor.
You don't have to be jealous. You can get it in the link in the description.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
can do that right now.
Here we are, beginning of the trail, and I'm afraid our entire day will be a lot of wind. Well, all aired down. Ready to head that way. We're about 15 and a half, 16 miles into this, and it has been nothing but corrugations, just washboard roads this entire drive. We're coming up on the corner to get off of the main road, and I could not look forward to it more. Oh, this is just a spot of relief, isn't it? It has been so bad. I think this is it. Driving in the bottom of this canyon is, to put it plainly, bonkers. This is so pretty. I don't think the last time I drove this, I truly appreciated it, because it was after a long day on the trails, and we thought it'd be like an hour or two. and it was all day, and we did it in the other direction. So by the time we got to this point, which is towards the beginning today or the end of that day, I just was not mentally there. And today I feel like I'm seeing it with fresh eyes. Like this is really something special. On the motorcycles friggin' go do their own thing. Found a good spot to chill. I think he was excited to have an audience. All right, whatever. I need a fridge slide that tilts. I've just been using my brute strength. Let's see.
You're so strong.
Thanks. To my fellow Go Fast owners, we're in cabana mode, so I can hide from the sun.
This is a good trail.
It's a darn good trail.
Nice and scenic. Got a little bit of water.
It's about 1:30 now. I think the motorcycle folks are out of our hair, so let's get cruising again. So big. Like I feel like my Jeep is big, and his is enormous. Wow, look at all the rocks that have washed down this. There goes his hatch again. I mean, do we just leave it up? What do we do? So do we just leave your hatch up when it goes up, or do you want me to tell you every time it does it?
I mean, if it does it a lot, then I'll just leave it because I'm lazy. But if it does it every so often, I'll shut it so it doesn't get dust on everything.
So it did it again. Yeah, it's very dusty. See, now he has to be really cautious, because if he hits something the way he wants to, pop that rear open. Ooh, I saw him slip. And there I go. Okay, let's just keep traction, a little momentum. Nice and easy, everybody. Boom. So we have the good spot, and the whole reason this road exists, as far as I know, is there's like some natural furnace up in the dirt somewhere. So we're gonna go check that out. I have left my chair with a rock on it to signify that this spot's taken. He's the guy I'm afraid is gonna go down there thinking that we're leaving. Because he just came up after we were chilling there. So, hopefully my chair deters him and he doesn't try and take our spot. We are barely, I don't even know, maybe less than a mile from that camp spot. And it's up here somewhere. So this is telling me that there's gonna be a road on the right. But we don't want that one yet. We want the next road on the right, which should be any minute now. All right, if there's a road to turn right, that's what you want. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Here we go. Here we go. And it's somewhere out here, this furnace thing. Yeah, this seems right.
Sure stinks up here.
I don't have my window open like you do.
I mean, barely people have camped up here.
Yeah, would you look at that? But I still don't see a big fiery pit in the ground.
There's something over here.
Oh, what do you bet? That might be it. I think we may have found it. Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to camp over here. It's stinky. Ugh.
So we heard that there's a pit up here that never stops burning.
Oh, dude, it smells like poop.
So we came to find it. Man, it smells bad.
There's a stake in the ground to signify where it is.
That smells bad.
Well, there's another one. Yeah.
So is this like technically a volcano?
Oof. Stinks, man. Oh, that's
It does stink.
That's
Why would we
rank.
camp up here.
I don't know. I won't.
All right.
It's like
well,
burned into my nose.
yeah. I mean, it's nice up here. It's looking.
Let's go see if a forerunner stole my spot. All right, let's see how the wind is now.
Well, a little cloudy over, pretty windy.
Yeah.
Probably hear from my microphone.
Is it even better if I? No, 'cause the wind's coming from down there. Gosh darn it. So maybe I try and set up here. Dude, I might nose into that. That way the wind goes up the wedge of my tent. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I was gonna move, and then I did the stick test. Grab a light stick, tossed it into the wind, and then it went in a circle. So I don't think there's any direction because
All of
there's.
your wind predictions have been terrible.
Today has been not my day, which is good.
You're like a bad weatherman, dude.
Well, I've been using all the same tools they use, so it only stands to reason.
Yeah, but you didn't lick your finger like I did.
And what did that tell you?
The wind's coming from over there.
Yeah, okay.
My fingernail got cold, bro.
Science, man. All right, consensus is in. It's windy everywhere. Except in here. I think I'm gonna nose that way and hopefully it helps fight the wind a little bit. In case I haven't told you, it's a bit windy. So I have an idea. I just popped open my tent and I'm gonna do what they tell us not to do. And I think I'm gonna make dinner in here. I feel like the more ventilation, the better. And since this is the backside of the wind, it's probably all right. Okay, I have ventilation. And a drone flying around. Look at that. Not my best, but edible. I think it worked. It was a sand-free sandwich. I'd say that was a success. Warm meal, it's cleaned up. It was dust-free. Now I'm back out here, hang out with this guy, and watch the wind stop, hopefully. Today's a sad day. This guy and this guy are parting ways. No, don't make it worse.
Don't.
No, okay.
Don't.
But not yet. We've got a whole lot of trail to do. Probably 2 or 3 hours, maybe even less. We film, so it takes a lot longer. I think if you just did this straight through, it'd be an hour. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna enjoy the views, our last few moments together. Is this so?
Believe me.
One more. Let's go ride trails and stop hugging. We were just about to leave, and I remembered that yesterday when we stopped for fuel, I found 19 winter edition Red Bulls. That's all they had in the store. Now they have none. There's nothing like the morning and a winter edition Red Bull. We'll just got a few more in here, don't worry. Locked and loaded. Some of you probably just noticed that I have an Iceco fridge right now and not my normal Dometic. This is a unit I'm reviewing. It'll be on the review channel, This Justin with Justin. I've linked that channel below. Short review, it's working. I do love doing this, but there is something about knowing I'm gonna be in my own bed tonight that feels good. Oh, this is just one of those shelf roads that you just love because no matter how it's going, you have a view. I mean, giant boulders, huge cliff to your side, the valley out there with Lake Powell in the distance. This really is one of my favorite trails in Utah. It's just stunning. And even now, like, we've got the overcast, so it's pretty flat as far as layers and colors. Still pretty, doesn't matter. Still fun to look at. It's the middle of the morning, the sun is clearly up, but we're driving with our off-road lights on. We both have these amber colored lights turned on. Why would we do that in the middle of the day? Well, it's kind of similar to your daytime running lights on your car. It just helps with visibility, especially on dusty trails like we're on and have been on. So if you're cruising around and there's a huge dust cloud, you can see the car in front of you if they have those lights on the rear, and they can see you coming up behind them if you have an amber light on the front. So that is why we cruise around with these yellow/orange lights turned on in the middle of the day. They aren't there to illuminate the trail or anything like that. They're purely to keep us visible. This is another segment of trail that is all new to me. This will get us back out of the Glen Canyon National Monument. We were only in it for less than a quarter mile. And that's right where we just landed the drone, and now we'll pop back out because you can't fly drones around Lake Powell. So to everybody that visits the camp spots on the rim of Lake Powell, or you're out on your boat on Lake Powell, here's some news. You can't fly drones out there anymore. It is now, and has been for quite a while actually, the Glen Canyon National Monument, which is a no drone zone. What beeped at me? Oh, I think my GoPro thought I told it to stop. Well, I thought these were all gonna do that. Let's fire that one back up. I think I see the sign. Or it probably says no cross-country travel, because people love to do that. They see these gray mounds and they think it means go nuts. Oh, that's the sign. Leaving Glen Canyon National Recreation Area. That's what it is. It's a National Recreation Area, but still no drones. Because it's under the same classification as a national monument and a national park. Huzzah! Somewhere up here, and the main reason we did this trail, other than we're allowed to fly drones on it, is there's a butte called Nipple Butte. So take that as a joke if you want, but that's its actual name. And we wanted to find that and give it a looking at. And I think it's up and around a few corners from here. We should be able to just open it and then close it as we pass through.
Does appear to be the case.
I'll go give him a hand. Grab gloves. I guess those aren't very common in Canada. We have these all over the place down here. I smell diesel. I think it's because that's where I was storing these gloves, is next to my diesel filter. Roll on. Just as we crest this, we should get a decent glimpse of the aptly named Nipple Butte. Oh, another fence. But there it is in the distance. All right. Jump out and get this one closed up. Grab my gloves because I'm not an idiot. Well, how majestic, huh? I want to know who's naming these things. Who saw that and was like, yeah, nipple?
I mean, it does kind of look that way.
I suppose we have to stop to admire this natural feature. This could almost be a good camp spot, but it's just too sloped. So there it is. So what do you think of our American naming conventions?
I love it. This is my favorite place we've been all weekend.
If you just, want to name something, you look at it, think of what's on your mind.
That's definitely a nipple butt.
Yeah.
America.
Let's roll. We gotta be getting close. Dang, his truck looks good. It's so big. How many times am I gonna say that though? I'm just not used to seeing Jeeps that big. I feel like my Jeep is big. Because it is. This isn't a small Jeep. 3.5 inches of lift, 37-inch tires. That's not small. It's much larger than Cool Rick, my Wrangler. It's much larger than Major Tom, my Bronco. And it's very, very much larger than the old Adventure Taco, which we really don't talk about anymore. Taco about.
Left.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But it also looks like we just took a wrong turn and we're supposed to go right.
Well, I guess we'll go straight and turn around and come back.
Okay. There must be a campsite or something on top of that hill. It might be worth just driving up to get a good drone shot. We found an alternate route that appears to be a little bit more scenic. It's taken us across the top of this sand dune, which is freaking-tacular. And it's just 360-degree views all the way around. How cool is this? So we've got a pretty gnarly descent. Just threw it into 4 low. Sway bar is disconnected. Let's put it into first. There we go. And now the Jeep is doing all of the work for me. This is my first time really having to do this in the diesel, and first gear downhill 2 miles an hour. How so cool is that? I might even just take it up to second. 4 miles an hour. That is spectacular. Up to 5 miles an hour. It's just, my foot isn't on anything right now. Okay, yes please.
This is super weird, right?
What, this trail?
I just feel like it's weird that like you can drive here.
Yeah, I didn't expect this today at all. I'm just keeping it in 4 low. Keeping the sway bar disconnected. I just have no idea what we're about to get into. We're driving on that moon dust right now, which is super fun. There, now we're back in 4 high. This is fun. Gotta bounce through this. Where am I? Man.
This is so bizarre.
This is unexpected, but I can see it's heading straight for the way
That's
out.
perfect. There's like nobody here,
Yeah.
and it feels like this should totally be illegal to drive on.
Yeah, this is so weird.
Yeah. What does it show on your map? Just BLM?
Well, I don't have it really downloaded, but yeah, it just says BLM, and you can just see the track as it just kind of winds its way back.
Crazy. Well,
So it does, it connects right back into it.
sweet. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, this is fun. In case you're interested in following this track that we have found today. I do share my tracks with my Patreon members, and I do it that way because that way you can ask me questions, you can get details, and I can know who I'm sharing routes with. So if this is something you're interested in, if you'd like to come out and give this a shot yourself, there is a link to my Patreon in the description. You can join there. We do have a private Discord, so you can ask me about routes before you go. I can give you all the details, everything you really need to know. I prefer to do it that way rather than share them publicly. I don't have a huge Patreon following, so it is a pretty tight community, which is fun. A lot of us talk pretty regularly on Discord, so check it out. Link is in the description. Get yourself out here and enjoy this yourself as well, and I'll give you all the details I can about it personally. That is not how I expected today to go. That was amazing. Time to put some air in the tires. Let's go to 6. Okay, get airing up. How do you feel?
Fantastic. We found our way off the moon. We're back on pavement. What a crazy 3-day adventure.
Yeah.
That was solid.
All right, Winston did phenomenal. I am in love with this truck. It's built so well. The suspension, the tires, everything worked together. There's still a few things I'm working on. Like I was saying, I need to figure out my shower, I need to figure out the organization in the bed. But overall, as far as an adventure mobile, this thing is built to take it all on, because that's what we did this week, and it worked. Now his, we won't even talk about it, man. Jeez.
If you want to know about it, check out my channel.
Yeah, story till now. He's cooler than I am anyway.
You're cooler than I
no,
am.
stop. You already.
No. Dude,
I don't want
got hair.
It's true.
It's
Kind of.
so nice,
it's
too.
super dirty. Don't even. Yeah, you didn't want it. I don't blame him. Gross. All right, I'm gonna go home. Thank you for watching. More adventures next week with me and Winston. Unfortunately, Sean's got to go. Bye, Sean.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye, internet.
Guys, we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. If you made it this far into the video and the whole series, you should probably subscribe if you haven't already. I think right now it's over 60% of my viewers are not subscribed. So hit that subscribe button. Join me for the next adventure. I'm gonna get on the road to get home. See you guys.